So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm the begging. I want all my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need 20 models. This is smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectral deck. Yeah, I got that. I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss it. Got less on my list and you next. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just skirt off. Blow the speakers.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. With that, it's time for the AFC Championship. And to call the action, as they have all year, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, football is back in Los Angeles as we welcome you inside the StubHub Center in Carson, California. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here we go with 2nd and 7. Rivers now. He's got the tight end, Vanette. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Rivers now to throw on first down. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now a second down throw for Rivers. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he's brought down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Rivers now on second down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And now the offense operates in the red zone. On second down, Freeman. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
It's caught. Jones. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Melvin Ingram. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Trubisky being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. J.J. Watt able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3. Touchdown, L.A. Dez Bryant, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Trubisky on first down. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football, and at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Following the interception here, Rivers. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Rivers. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kenny Clark able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And Parkey's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now ready for another possession. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll run it again with Fournette. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll go with a big back Fournette. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Right there. Oh, Jay, baby.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Out out of the gun. Trubisky. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Melvin Ingram in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. On second down, here's Trubisky. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what
Put
you
your
do
foot on
best.
the gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Throwing Rivers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He was trying to get it to T.J. Jones that time. And that'll bring up second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Steps away to his left. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third and goal, Trubisky. At the 11-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. And the kick by Rosas is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it first and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Throwing, Rivers. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Second down, Rivers. Forced out to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
On third down, that's Freeman. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. So the D-line's going to spread out. On first and 10, it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Flush to his right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. Throwing here, Trubisky. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. Shifts by him. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 98 yards. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter. And boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
7 yards to go on second down. Rivers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Chargers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Play fake, Rivers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Let's go.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ballgame. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Detroit!
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And got his man complete. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's got room. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards on that one and a Raven 1st.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The first carry for the Utah man now. It's Joe Williams. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. 24 yards. And the Ravens are in for 6. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. throw incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken right on the 30. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Fournette, a first down carry. And an alley to run. There he goes inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Kenny Clark in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. On play action, Rivers. And this is incomplete. He was going for the tight end, Nick Vanette. And that'll make it third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Shift together here from the D-line. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Fournette on the counter. And he's got some space here. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. On that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Flushed out right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Pistol. It's Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Now it's Trubisky. On the move to his left. This is caught. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but, you know, the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll give Fournette another crack. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Trubisky going to take it on the sneak. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And Rosas puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion. There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Chargers getting set to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. Well, I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
Hey, Rocket!
Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. Open man, it's Vanette. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 6 on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Now Rivers. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. On 1st and 10, Rivers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. A 2nd down throw for Rivers. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the red zone now, Rivers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he's into the clear. The 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw, Rivers. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah,
then with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. In the red zone this time. Here's a give to Fournette. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag. Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mitchell Trubisky, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. So out come the Chargers. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And they will take a knee here. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.